Let's get right into it. Number 1. The Great Olive Oil Scam. Your fancy olive oil is probably lying to you. That bottle of extra virgin you trust? 70–80% chance it's completely fake. What you're actually pouring on your salad is probably soybean oil wearing an olive oil costume. Real olive oil is packed with compounds that fight disease and keep you healthy. These fake ones are basically vegetable oil mixed with chemicals pretending to be Mediterranean. First, check for a harvest date. Real producers are proud to show when their olives were picked. Next, look at the bottle. If it's clear glass instead of dark, that's strike one. And here's the taste test that never fails. Real extra virgin olive oil should literally make you cough, that peppery kick hitting your throat. If it tastes like nothing or feels weirdly slippery, congratulations, you bought expensive vegetable oil. This scam is so profitable that the actual mafia runs it. Your salad dressing might literally be funding organized crime. Number 2. Wood pulp Parmesan. You know that pre-grated Parmesan you shake onto your pasta? There's sawdust mixed in with your cheese. Many pre-grated Parmesan cheeses contain something called cellulose, which is literally processed wood pulp. The FDA actually allows companies to add up to 4% of this tree-based ingredient to your cheese, but some companies got caught using way more than that. One brand was found to be 8.8% cellulose. That's not cheese with wood in it, that's wood cosplaying as cheese. Some manufacturers were caught selling Parmesan that contained zero actual Parmesan, just cheaper cheeses mixed with wood pulp, wearing an Italian disguise. Companies do this because wood pulp is way cheaper than real cheese. You're literally paying cheese prices for lumberyard leftovers. Want to avoid eating tree shavings with your pasta? Buy a block of real Parmesan and grate it yourself. Number 3. Honey laundering. The honey in your pantry is probably a fraud. Most of what's on store shelves is corn syrup in a bear-shaped bottle. Factories, mostly in Asia, take a drop of real honey and drown it in corn syrup. They use ultrafiltration to strip away all the pollen that would prove it's fake. Some of these honey jars contain only 10% actual honey. The rest is just sugar water playing dress-up. Investigators have caught factory owners on camera bragging about mixing 90% fake stuff into real honey and still passing inspections. Ever wonder why some honey costs less than a candy bar? Real honey takes thousands of bees working their entire lives to make one jar, but these fake honey makers are selling jars for 80 cents. Real honey has enzymes and antioxidants that fight infections and boost your immune system. Fake honey is basically pancake syrup with delusions of grandeur. Number 4. The orange juice illusion. That 100% pure orange juice in your fridge has a dirty little secret. That juice you're drinking might be up to a year old. After they squeeze those oranges, they suck all the oxygen out of the juice. This turns your fresh orange juice into a tasteless zombie liquid that can sit in massive tanks for up to a year. Because they've basically murdered all the flavor, they have to resurrect it. These companies create something called flavor packs. Basically engineered flavors made from orange parts to make your dead juice taste alive again. That's why Tropicana always tastes like Tropicana, and Minute Maid always tastes like Minute Maid. You're not tasting nature's variety, you're tasting a corporate recipe. And they don't have to tell you about any of this on the label, because technically these flavor packs come from oranges. They can still call it 100% pure. Your morning OJ has been sitting in a tank longer than that leftover Chinese food you're scared to eat. Number 5. Meat glue FRANKEN-STEAKS. Remember that expensive steak you treated yourself to last month? Might have been cheap meat scraps playing dress up. Restaurants are using something called transglutaminase, or meat glue. This enzyme lets them take cheap meat scraps and stick them together like some kind of beefy arts and crafts project. The result looks like a perfect steak, but is actually the Frankenstein's monster of the meat world. The meat industry loves this stuff because they can turn their garbage into gold. Those little bits that would normally become dog food now get promoted to premium steaks. These Franken-steaks are so convincing that even experienced chefs can't spot the difference. Your next perfect steak could actually be yesterday's trash held together with meat super glue.